everybody, it's right before bed and I actually should already be asleep, but I actually wanted to commit to the commitment that I made to just basically dare myself to be happy, and in the process of that, also with self-exploration, I wanted to go through the different steps, learning how to be happy, therefore how to maintain my happiness, to exercise my self-control, and to take control of my circumstances. Today I'll share what took place. It's actually a great testimony for the day. I work in a position where I have to convince. I'm a confirmer, so I confirm appointments. So if you made an appointment with us, keep your appointment with us. Thank you. Now, I got news that my position might be in jeopardy and that it's wise for me to look for stability elsewhere. And it's okay because I've been praying actually with God recently about job security, and I've been saying like it's amazing because I knew things were changing in my company, and I knew that my job security with the company, with the owners, was not necessarily stable, but I always felt peace about it because I felt like God had the job security that I needed, and if I wasn't meant to be here, then I was meant to be where He was going to place me. Don't mind my nails, need to get them done. With the news came a new opportunity to exercise my ability to maintain my happiness. So without stooping to a level of depression or spite or strife, I decided to continue, because like I said, this is just kind of like a rumor in a way. It might be in like good intel, but I don't know for sure, because God is a miracle worker and whatever happens is what He wants to happen. So all I know is I'm not going to doubt Him. I'm going to have my faith in Him. And what I did was I was like, should I stop working? Should I just leave? Should I not come back? But no, like, I'm a team player. I actually work in a group that it's not just dependent on me. It's my work ethic affects my partners in my department. So for me to not show up or to not work or to leave is like saying like a slap in the face. So that's my testimony for today, and then I'm going to share a few things. Today's focus concerning my happiness is on patience. I feel like it's really important to be patient, to not expect everything to go your way immediately and just 100%. It's important to know that life takes time, changes take time, and not to use that as an excuse for, oh, I've got plenty of time because baby steps and God knows my heart, etc., but to actually set foot on ground and move, and in the process know that it is a process. And I think I heard this at, I don't remember the name of the church, but I visited my friend's church not yesterday, but the Sunday before, and it was their friends and family day, and the pastor he made a statement that stuck with me, and he said life, or not life, but the changes that we make in life, they're not sprints, they're definitely marathons, because it's something that we're going to be doing for a while, and it doesn't happen right away, but it's definitely worth running that marathon because of the changes that will take place in the end. And while we are of that microwave generation, and it would be so awesome to just snap your finger and let everything be fine and perfect and wonderful, that's unrealistic. So patience is a virtue, and it's something I struggle with. Sometimes I'm completely unaware that I'm struggling with it in that moment, but it is very often brought to my attention that I do have an issue with that. Concerning the excerpt that I used from my friend's Facebook in my last video, it reads, "In case you didn't know, happiness is a choice. I decided a long time ago I was going to be happy regardless. When you're happy, you feel no need to respond to negativity. You just brush things off and go on being happy. It's not a weakness to not respond to negativity. It's a true strength. It's called maturity." And that spoke to me so much so that I actually decided, like, wow, I do need to take control of my own happiness. And in that, where are the areas that typically cause me to feel unhappy? Those areas are usually centered around other people, what they do to me, what they say to me, and how they react or receive me. So because that's typically the reason why my happiness can be on 100 or on 0, and then in me studying on patience, I read up that kind of like when you take a moment to be patient, it's almost like taking a moment to think. So when you run ahead of yourself and you get overly emotional or upset, angry, etc., you're more likely to react in a way that's embarrassing or that you never meant to. Like, basically your emotions get the best of you and you make a mistake and you say the wrong thing or you do the wrong thing, and it's only because you reacted emotionally instead of thinking for just a moment. So taking a moment to be patient actually helps in being positive, because if you take that moment, you're setting aside time to, okay, process what's happening and what is the bright side of this. So with my example today, like I said, I could have been spiteful about it. I could have flipped out, gotten mad, gotten upset, not understood why they would pick on me, and I did. I went through changes, but I decided to exercise self-control about it. And I decided to sit there at my desk and finish out my day's worth of work. And I decided to do it with a pure heart, because I was confused and disappointed. But at the end of the day, it is my job to do my job. And so I take pride in that. I was quick to take control of the situation, remind myself that it's my dare to be happy today. And that despite what happens, I can still maintain my happiness, because it is a choice, like my friend was saying. And I just really thank her for posting that, and I thank God for revealing to me what he shared with me today. And the verses that I would be leaning on come from Proverbs. I've got one in chapter 14 and one in chapter 15. Chapter 14 says, "He who is slow to anger has great understanding, but he who is quick-tempered exalts folly." So that's, again, being patient. You're slow to get angry, slow to get upset. You're basically understanding the situation better, and you can actually make a much better decision once you understand everything clearly. And the last verse would be Proverbs 15 verse 18, which reads, "A hot-tempered man stirs up strife, but the slow to anger calms a dispute." So that is something I'm so adamant about. Just when I do get into it with different people, I do try to remain as calm as possible. And it hasn't always been successful, to be completely transparent. It is quite difficult to be emotional and upset and to maintain your positivity and your calm demeanor. And especially when people know that you're upset and they know that you're trying not to be upset, and if they want you to be upset, they want to attack you, they'll pick at the fact that, oh, you're just faking it, oh. And you really have to mind over matter, and really you have to pray at that moment. Like, you know, the Bible says pray unceasingly, pray in tongues, or just let the Lord speak through you in that very dire, extreme moment, because it's so easy to flip out. And I think that, like my friend was saying on Facebook, there is strength and maturity in patience and in choosing to do the opposite of what is expected. So of course they expect for you to get mad and upset and flustered, but when you exercise self-control, you're actually winning. You're actually challenging yourself to do better and to be more mature and to be a better person. And I thank you guys for watching once again, and I will be back tomorrow with more, God willing. Bye, guys.